Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, not much good depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos since update. Controversy as Ondo State former First Lady remarks. Nigeria is a zoo. Who will rescue us? That is what's happening now. Yes. Mrs. Betty Akeredolu, former First Lady of Ondo State, has stirred up public debate and controversy by likening Nigeria to a zoo in a critical commentary on the country's election process. Yes. Now, posting on her X account on Wednesday, Akeredolu voiced her frustrations over what she sees as significant flaws and inefficiencies in Nigeria's presidential election system, contrasting it sharply with that of the United States. Her remarks highlighted the perceived disparities in transparency and organization between Nigeria and U.S. elections, echoing concerns many Nigerians share about the credibility of their own electoral process. Akeredolu's choice of words has sparked mixed reactions, with some supporters agreeing with her frustrations, while few elements have criticized her portrayal of Nigeria. Yes, now this comparison comes amidst ongoing national discussions about electoral reform and the need for a more robust democratic process in Nigeria, which will never happen because, the power grabbers, they are on top gear. Power grabbers will allow you reform nowhere. Nobody's allowing any reform. The reform will come from the president, right? And he wants to go for second term. So he will never allow any reform. He will better still, want the status quo to remain so that you will have feel there. That's it. So now look at the statement of the Ondo State former First Lady Betty. Quote, just thinking, 2023 Nigerian presidential election total votes cast 25 million. Counting duration 5 days. 2024 US presidential election total votes cast 155 million. Counting duration approximately 10 hours. Morale. When dishonesty is prioritized, simple things become difficult. End of quote. You have seen it. You have seen what the woman highlighted. In Nigeria, you have total votes cast in the 2023 presidential election or challenge they conducted, that's last year, 25 million. And they used 5 days to produce the result. 5 days. 5 days. Now, in the United States, in the 2024 presidential election, total votes, 155 million votes. 155 million. Counting duration, 10 hours. That is 10 hours the results have been produced. In Nigeria, it took them 5 days to count 25 million. In US, it took them just 10 hours to count 155 million. And you are opening your mouth to criticize this woman. You see, those people, they don't want this country to be better. They are fishing in troubled waters. Or they are gullible followers. Oh yes, those criticizing Betty Akeredolu. You have seen it now. So, and now, one of the followers of Betty Akeredolu reported, quote, truth is indeed bitter. I can understand the attacks on her. We are doomed in this country, Nigeria. That's at Paul Oza. That's made the commentary. Oh yes. And now Mrs. Betty Akeredolu replying to Paul's statements. Quote, very bitter indeed. Who will rescue Nigeria? What a zoo country. End of quote. You have seen the lady, the Betty Akeredolu, mention Nigeria as a zoo. And people are going against her. Few elements, they're full. You have seen it now. So the woman merely said, things are not working in our country. Look at what US did. It's in a sharp contrast to the challenge they conducted in 2023. Oh yes. So, but this woman is not backing down. Oh yes. Trust Betty Akeredolu. Yes. You can't intimidate this woman. Yes. So, she has fired back to her critics. Yes, she has fired back at her critics, So, and now she's saying, she's trying to, defend and even more, explain more and bring lucidity to what she said. Yes. So, look at what she said, talking about the widow of Aketi, that's Akeredolu. Yes. Now, in her response to those people who are saying, oh, why this woman is saying this, calling Nigeria a zoo, look at what she said in her response. She wrote, quote, why all the noise about Aketi's widow? Waiting they happen. I made an honest but harmless observation on Nigerian and US presidential elections. Twitter is now on fire. Kilode, obviously truth hurts, and hurts with tribal coloration. To Fiakwa, look at the attacks. Did you notice a pattern? The Ibophobia is so thick and vicious. And by association, as my darling husband, Aketi was not spared. In fact, to his people, Ndiofe Mano, Aketi was an Igbo man, and very quickly they will sweep under the carpet his bold and courageous role. If 2023 election, that's presidential election, benefited you as an individual or group, was that the best Nigeria could offer? Alas, they turned it into a tribal war of wars. Nigeria is irredeemable, so sad. End of quote. You have seen the woman's statement. Yes. And she, to drive home her point, she made reference to a statement made by the, Professor Wole Soyinka in 2001, in 2021, that where Wole Soyinka said, quote, madness for anyone to think Nigeria will work, end of quote. That's Wole Soyinka. Yes, Wole Soyinka said it. Said it is madness if you think that Nigeria will work. It's madness. Now he's supporting his brother, and they are calling this woman bigot. Who is bigot amongst them? Is it not the so-called Nobel laureate? Nobel laureate. You see, we also Nobel laureate. You have seen Nobel laureate. Nobel laureate supporting nepotism at the highest level. Nobel laureate. In recent appointment, Tinubu appointed 3 generals, 3 DG of parastatals, that 2 days ago. All of them were Yorubas. All Yorubas. So, very important positions. The General of Federal Government parastatals, including National Sports Commission, all were Yorubas. Yes? So what am I talking about? So, but this noble laureate will condone all these things. So, now they said, Akeredolu's wife, Betty, he's a Biafran. No wahala, no problem. He's a Biafran. Yes, he's a Biafran. Biafra is better than this contraption, this mere geographical expression, this mere entity that, people are dying in poverty, hunger, impoverishment, diseases that are curable. Oh yes, poverty, insecurity, killings. So that is it. So she's a proud Biafran. Yes, that is the point. So this is what happened.